All right, so just to kind of finish off these the stabs here. So both are done, back covers are on, and everything seems to be smooth. Tolerances on certain things are really tight, so you have to kind of sand these walls on the kind of this channel of the rudder to keep the bolts that hold the rod ends and onto the servo arms, things like that. But for the most part, everything's looking good. I just tacked these guys on with some shoe goop for now. I'll probably put like a little dab of CA in like 3 little spots just to kind of help hold them in position as needed. Yeah, so other than putting the servo hatch cover on for the stab servos, it looks like we're done. I definitely can get all the way down to that bottom mark there, which is 100 down, and then the 100 up is right above the last part of the yellow. And I can get almost there, but not quite. So that's about as far as you're gonna get with my setup on these. And I shouldn't need more than that. Let's see what this one is here. Yeah, that one's just a little bit more, and that should be plenty. Especially until I know exactly what the neutral point is. I mean, they had 70 millimeters in the picture book of theirs, which is right there, and that's from what I've seen other people. That's kind of like the neutral area, somewhere right in there. So we'll see. But next, let's see. Now that this is done, I'll go ahead and put the hatches on and start working on everything forward. Get the steering servo on here. Sorry, it's got a bunch of stuff in here to help hold the nose down. But yeah, I got to work on getting this installed using a Savox. What is this? 1270 TG. Says 24 ounce. Just say 625 at 8.4 volts. So hopefully that's enough to steer this thing. I did notice, kind of like a lot of the SkyMaster jets, that when you kind of stroke this, the strut down there, that lubes, because there's like a seal here, and that's what pivots. So when you lube that seal, by stroking, because there's fluid in there, it turns better. Like the F-14 Tomcat struts, if you don't stroke the struts per se and lubricate that ring, the gear have a harder time coming up, and a lot of times they won't come all the way up. But if you just push them down, or like mine, when I fill it up full of fuel, it just naturally compresses the strut, which is lubing the inner part of the strut. They tend to rotate just fine, no issues. So, but yeah, this is next, and then I got to get that center tank out, or those rear tank out of the way, and start getting those plumbed, and then I'll run all the wires. And then once I get the wires ran for the servos up to the front here, I'll go ahead and put the motors in and get the rear end finished, and then I'll move forward at that point, which would be fuel tanks, speed brake, nose area. I gotta fix some of the cockpit stuff, get the nose on it, and then just final kind of setup at that point. So seems like not much, but still a lot to do. So hopefully I can get it done for Georgia. That's kind of my plan at this stage, because it seems to be going together somewhat okay. But anyways, so you guys have a good one. Probably gonna call it a day, and just go chill. But you guys have a good one, and take it easy.